I'm so excited to see you guys back in class again. This is so nice. It's been a while. I just want to introduce to you how to draw enlargement and reduction. Yes, this is part of our work that entails what is called scale drawing. Before you can enlarge or reduce any object, you are always given what is called a representative fraction. That representative fraction, which is always referred to as arrow f, is written as a ratio. For instance, we have 100:50. Now, one beautiful fact about scale drawing is this: it is read from right to left. It is read from here to here, meaning the object you are given is on the right, and then what you are expected to draw it into is on the left. So like this representative fraction you are seeing here in terms of ratio, it is the work is given to you 50, you are going to draw it as 100. So this is what we are going to do for enlargement. Then for reduction, we can put it as 50:100. For instance, we are moving from 100 to 50, reduced. Do you understand? Although I think last week I saw another textbook that was reading it from right to left, but whatever it is, this is the standard. So this is a particular project we want to do now, a particular job we are going to do. We are going to enlarge this object given to us. The name of the object is called A, B, C, D, E, F. In one of my classes, I have also taught this to my students so they know what to do about it. But for those of you who can't really catch up, you can watch this video again and again and then move step by step. Please do not be in a hurry. Do not be in a hurry. We are rushing nowhere. So we are going to be drawing this particular plane figure now as let me put it 5:2. Exactly what I did in class. Yes, anybody watching this video from any place in Nigeria, make sure these videos I'm shooting, they are just for your practice, for you to follow the principles. After learning the principles, then in class you do the actual work your teacher asks you to do. Now, if you want to enlarge this particular plane figure, it's like you are drawing the same figure in a larger manner. The first thing you want to do is to draw the figure again. Yes, you draw the figure again. So let me start by drawing the figure again. Please take note, the figure has no particular dimension. You can see it is not dimensioned. They only gave you the representative fraction. So let me draw it here now to see how it goes. So let me go this way and then draw a horizontal line at the lower part like this. Yes, and then let us take this end and this end like this. For instance, I take it halfway. I also take here halfway. Can you see that? Good. Then I come here, I take a horizontal line at this particular point, a horizontal line, that's it. And then this part, I think I take a vertical line. Good. I take a vertical line. Good. This is the figure. So they call here A, B, C, D. This point is E, and the last part is F. So you draw it again. Now the very next thing you want to do is to produce B and F. When I say produce, I mean you extend the lines at B and at F. So I come to B here, I increase it this way, it's kind of faint. Then I go to F and also extend the line at F like this. Yes, yours could be faint. Later we are going to bring out the outline. Now the next thing I want to do, I come to A here, this particular A here, and then I'm going to draw a particular angle that you are going to see. That angle, I'm sorry, it seems okay, good. going to draw a particular angle at A. So let us take that angle to be like this. Please take note, like I'll tell my students in class, yours can be like this, mine can be like this, another student may be like this. We are all correct. So let me take here now, take here, this is the angle. Let me call this part X. Now I'll divide this particular line. The highest number I have here is 5, so I'll divide it into 5 equal parts. I am going to take like 1 centimeter. I think that's what I did in class too. I'll take 1 cm. Okay, from 0 point to number 1, that's 1 cm. I mean, yes, 1 cm, that's about 10 millimeters. Now I put it at A. Can you see that? I put it at A and I cut, put it to the next. I cut, put it there. I cut, put it there. I cut again, put it there, and I cut. I think we have 5 already. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's it. So I cut it to 5 very clearly. And the next thing I want to do, I'll use my, take note, I'll use my set square and take this particular last number. Although they said they gave us their homework at 2. You see the 2, so I'm going to take line 2 to B like this, like this. Yeah, 2 to B. Very fine. Okay, like I always tell my students in school, get your ruler, that is this one, and put it behind your set square as a guide. Your set square as a guide. Yes, let me put it here. I don't know, can you see that? Good. So that I can slide, just slide. You see that this one is not moving, but my set square can slide. So I slide to number 2 and B. And what do? I connect. I like that language. One of my students used it the other day. I connect. Good. Then I slide to number 5. I slide to number 5 and connect to my line. Good. This is where we are going to. So this is B. This is like a brother to B, so call it B prime. My students in school will say B1. All right, the next thing we want to do is very technical, please. You are going to draw lines now from each of the points. What I mean is this: you take A and C and produce a line. A and D produce a line. A and E produce a line like this. Please try to make sure that line you are drawing is faint. I just go like this. I take A and D. Be very careful. Do not rush. A and D, I go that way, and then A and E. Do not rush. There's one beautiful thing about watching these lessons online through YouTube this way. You are able to press the pause button, then go back, repeat what you have done. You understand? So nobody's rushing with you here. All right, the next thing I want to do is to start to transfer lines. We're going to transfer this line BC this way. This is B prime. So you take your set square again, put it at BC. Can you see that? This is how it formed. Put your ruler below your set square again like this, so your ruler doesn't move again, and then slide it to B prime neatly. Can you see that? And I draw. That's it. If possible, add more force to your pencil to bring out the outline. You can see now. So this part is C prime, the brother to C prime. Now you take the line CD, put your set square there. Can you see that? I bring my ruler again to support the end. All I need to do is what? Slide to C prime, and I draw the next line to D. That's it. Can you see that? So this gives me what? D prime. Now the next line I'm seeing there is DE. Good. DE. This is it here. DE. Fine. I put my support again this way. Do you see that? Very interesting. I shift upward to D. I want to get line DE. So I go again. That's it. So this particular point is what? E prime. Now the last one is EF. I put my set square again to form the shape of that line. That's it. I bring my ruler here. Very simple. To support. Let me get it very well. Okay, there we are. I slide it up there, and what do? There I go. Boy, this is beautiful. This is F prime. So after everything has been done, you can now bring out the outline very well to be more visible for your examiner. More visible at this point anyway. Try as much as you can to avoid double lines. That's it. Good. Do you notice now that this same small figure, see how big it is now? This is an example of enlarged figure. It's how we do enlargement from ratio 2 to ratio 5. Good. What about if it is reduction? How do we go about that? I may show you another example in enlargement and reduction all in one as we proceed. Now let's check out how we develop reduction this time. Now if we consider this other part of this question that has to do with reduction, see what the examiner is asking us. He said, draw the plane figure ABCD shown below, this one, in the ratio 2:5, but actually the actual size is 5. We have to draw it to become what? 2. We're moving from 5 to 2, so it's reduction, but it's a very plain, simple figure. This is just an example. Now ABCD, if you look at this figure, you know this is a simple rectangle. How do you reduce it? Now we're going to answer that question on this part of our plain sheet. Now positioning matters a lot. I'm going to draw this figure this way because we need a little space here to help us project. For some of my students, I think we did this in class also. So the first thing we are going to do is to reproduce this same plain figure for the examiner here. Good. So let us draw the figure. So I go now. It is not drawn to any actual measurements. I put my hand this way, and here I go. I try to get the other part. Now. Okay. Let me take like here. Okay. We go that way, and I get the vertical parts. Okay, there we have it, and this other part, there we have it. Are you following me? All right, now with this rectangle drawn neatly, let us label it like they give to us: A, B, C, and D. Now what's the next thing you do? From any part here, choose a particular point called P. I always suggest to my students to take it a little lower. So let me take the P this way. Call that place P. Good. Now we are going to radiate lines from A to P, B to P, C to P, and then D to P. Let us use a straight ruler for that. So you will try to draw it faint in your actual work. Don't make it too thick. So we draw this there. We take B to P like this. we take D to the same P neatly like this, and we take C to P. I could remember when I did this work in class, the line from A and C, they were meeting, and so the C was on top of my A, and I told my students, leave it that way, it doesn't make. So in case you are doing your own at home and you find out that your C is on the same line with A, do not bug yourself. There's no problem with that. It's just natural. Good. It's the positioning of our P that is creating that, but there's no problem to the solution. So the next thing you want to do, we want to get an angle at P like this. Get an angle at P. Let us call the end X as usual. Now we are going to take 1 cm again with our compass. We take 1 cm and divide this line into, the highest number here is 5. Divide it into 5 equal parts. Let's see, 0 to 1. Okay, we're there already. So let us divide that line now. From P here, I call this line 1. This is 2. This is 3. Can you see that? This is 4. And this is 5. Please take note, this is just an example. It doesn't mean that examiners will always give you these ratios. Here can be 10 next time, the other side can be 5. It all depends. Just learn the principle. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and what? And 5. Are you following me? Now the work they gave us is what? 5. This is the actual size. So we are going to draw a line from A to 5. From A to 5. I always suggest we use our set square here. I'll take A now to 5. Can you see that? A to 5. I'll put my ruler always below my set square, or put it below my set square neatly like this. Good. Why? So that I can always slide. I can slide to make my lines parallel. So we take A to 5 like this. We connect them. But where we are going is 2. So we come back here and go to number 2. Good. And draw the same line where to connect with the line coming from A. And this is it here. Am I right? That's it. 2 to A. Now what we're going to do, this particular point, we call it A what? A prime. Now the next thing we see, line A is going to be like this. Going to be like this. Very good. I take my ruler again, support my set square at the base. Good. Why? I can slide down to A prime. And I connect it to the line coming from B. Can you see that? So I just rule. Let me see. I rule. It met the line here. See it here. So I call that place B prime. Can you see that? Now the next line is B and C. B and C. This is it here. Can you see that? B and C. I put my ruler there again. Why? I want to just slide to B prime. This is it here. B prime. And I draw what? The vertical line to the line coming from C. There I go. That's it. So this particular point, call it what? C prime. What do you think should be the next line I should take? What? Did you say C and D? You are very correct. So C and D. That's it there. I put my ruler here again to support me. Let's see. Good. And I draw to the line coming from where? From D. So we go like that. this point it touches D is what? D prime. The next line is just connect this D prime and A prime like that, and there we go. This is interesting. That's it. So you can see this big plain figure. See it here now. Is this not beautiful? Good. Now this is what we refer to as what? Reduction. Take note, you can do even more than what I'm doing right now. Before I give you any assignment, there is one particular work I want to show you where you do both reduction and enlargement on the same figure. Yes, on the same figure. Like I told you, if you are watching me from any part of Nigeria, always make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video to all your friends, and let them be aware of what we are doing. You understand? So let us see that particular example. I know when you are concentrating, sometimes you may be distracted. You can pause this video, always come back to it and watch the final part of our work. Now let us consider this very particular question where we are going to draw both enlargement and reduction on the same figure. It says draw the figure ABCD shown below in the ratio 6:4 and 2:6. Definitely this is an enlargement scale, this is a reduction scale. How do you do that? Just as we said earlier, you repeat whatever you are given in your question. So let us try to do what they've done here. We draw the figure. I think this figure looks much like a pentagon, if I'm not wrong. Looks much like a pentagon, but whether it's regular, I don't know. But let's try to just mimic them. And there we go. Let's see if I can get that correctly. Okay, and finally we have this. Okay, let us just take that for that. Okay, so A, B, C, D, and E. Now what's the next thing you do if you are to do this work? You are going to extend both ends at B, extend B this way, and extend E this other way. Good. The next thing you want to do is to radiate lines from A to D, like this, and then A to C, I think I'm right, like that. Good. Now the next thing I want to do is to get a beautiful angle here. Let's call it AX as usual. AX. Okay, let that go for it. Then the next thing I want to do is to divide AX into 6 equal parts. But why? Because the number we have here, the highest number is 6. So we take that, we cut 1, we have 2 and 3. This is 4, 5 and 6. Good boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, in the case of an enlargement, first of all look at what they gave us. Theirs is what? 4. So we're going to take line 4 to B like this. 4 to B. Can you see that? Like I always tell you, get your ruler to support yourself at this end. I've done that already, so that I can just slide. So 4 to B. Okay, we connect 4 to B. I slide to number 6 because that's where we are going, and here I go. So this gives me what? B prime. My friend will call it B1. So the next thing now we get the line B and C. This is it here, B and C. Can you see that? I put my ruler behind it just as we've been doing. I think you should be expert in this one already. You should be expert in this already. That's it. I slide to B prime. I slide to B prime and I connect B and good. This new one is my what? C prime. I take C and D. Very easy. Very easy. Good. You take your ruler again, put at the end, and slide. That's it there. And I take this. This is my what? D prime. I take D and E now. Can you see that? Put my ruler at the back again, at the base. I slide. That's it. And I go. Good. Here gives me what? E prime. That's the enlargement. Very easy. Yes. Now let's come back to the other part of the question. 2 ratio. All you need to come back to where you have. We have this already. This was the given. So we'll go back. Take your ruler to put at the base to slide. Now this time slide to number 2. Slide to number 2. There we are. Slide to number 2. Slide to number 2. Am I right? Good. Connect. That's it. Now we take B and C again. B and C. And I put my ruler there. Can you see that? Slide to this number 2. This one becomes a new B prime, but this time 2. Good. Connect there. Withdraw. That's it there. Here gives us what? C2. Since we have C1 here already, please understand. And then we connect here now. That's it. Just make it smaller. That's the whole idea. Make it smaller. Then we slide to this guy here. Then we draw. That's it. Here it becomes what? D2. A fresh D prime. Finally, we take this. We take this. Very simple work. Very easy. You slide. There you are. There you are. And there you go. This is what? E2. Is this not beautiful? So this is, you can decide to bring out the outlines if you don't mind. You can bring out the outline and go straight. Good. So this is the work. Reduced, the original, enlarged. So you have an assignment. The assignment is quite easy anyway. What you're going to do, you are going to repeat this same work for me because you understand the enlargement and reduction already. Now this time, for your enlargement, draw the same figure. For enlargement, you are going to draw it to be 7:3, and then that's enlargement. This same figure. Then for reduction, you are going to be taking 2:7. That's for reduction. When you are done, as I always tell you, you see my email scrolling on the screen. Just snap your solution and then send to me. I hope to see you in another class. If you feel this video was kind of lengthy, please always pause, come back and watch it again. Yes, there's no crime about that. Then do subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in our next class very, very soon. You have a nice day.